excited for today's video because I have a huge announcement type of thing. For a few weeks now, I've been hinting at you guys that I will be going somewhere and that I needed a suitcase and a bunch of travel things. Everything wasn't like set yet and I didn't know like all the details, and I still kind of don't know all the details, but I know most details to share it with you guys. So I'm gonna be living in, drum roll please, Brazil! I am so excited, you guys. I'm gonna be living there for about a month and a half, which is just absolutely insane to me. I've never been out of the country except once, the Bahamas. It was like a little trip from Florida to the Bahamas on a little cruise for like one afternoon, and then we came right back up the same day. Yeah, I've never been out of the country, well, except Mexico. Okay, anyways, I am so excited, you guys, and I want to tell you why I'm doing this and how I'm getting to go and how much everything is and just like the whole everything behind it. Where do I even start? Where do I even start? So I'm going to Brazil for an internship, but I will be living there for a whole month and a half, and I am going through my school. Let me go back a little. So I started college when I was 16 years old. It was like a high school slash college like dual program. I graduated from high school with 2 years of college done, and then I transferred to my university when I was, how old was I? Right when I turned 18, I transferred over to a 4-year university because I was going to a community college. So I went to my 4-year university, but since I already have basically half of my college degree done, I only really have to do another 2 more years. So everything just went by really quickly. I recently turned 19 and I graduate in December with my bachelor's, which is just like crazy. I don't know where time is going and everything is just moving so fast. And because everything just went by so quickly, I never really informed myself well with everything that a university has to offer. Like all these really cool opportunities and like studying abroad and exchange programs, like I didn't know anything about that, and I didn't know people in my life who did that stuff, so I just like never put any attention to it. I really started trying to learn more about what my school had to offer at the beginning of last semester. So back in like August, I wanted to learn more about exchange programs and studying abroad. So I went to one of the little seminars maybe back in August, and I was really disappointed because I was in my last 2 semesters of school, and basically at my college you can't really study abroad or do any sort of exchange program in your last 2 semesters because they have a few different reasons. One, because transcripts take longer when it comes from like international schools and some other things. So it was too late for me to do any of these programs. And another thing, the only other option that I could really do if I wanted to do something like this was taking a class, and they take like a little 1-week trip to the country that you're studying. I'll give you an example. They had one trip to Germany, and it's literally just 1 week, and it was like $2,400. And then that didn't even include like your flight and like your food and all that stuff. So that would be like another $1,000. That's like $3,500 for like a 1-week trip. I definitely don't have that type of money to be spending. Even though it sounds amazing, I know it just wasn't for me. It was definitely out of budget. So I was really bummed out. I'm like, dang it, if only I would have informed myself sooner, maybe I could have gotten a chance to do one of these programs. And one thing that I didn't know either, which I don't know why it never clicked with me, whenever you do like an exchange program, I thought everything came out of pocket. In reality, what happens is, let's say you're going to be studying abroad in Mexico. So one student from that school in Mexico comes to your school and you go to their school. So you're basically interchanging tuition prices. So you're going to pay that tuition anyways to your original school, but you're using that money to study abroad in the other country, and you just have to pay for like personal expenses. So I had no idea, because I thought these programs cost like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on top of your regular tuition, but it's not. You get the point. I just didn't really know anything about it, and then when I did learn a little bit about it, I'm like, it's too late for me. That sucks. I'm gonna say like a month after, in September, I ran into one of my friends. She was telling me about this club that she's in called Isaac, and what they do is they help students find international internships, and she told me that I should look into it because they do offer like summer internships. So that's something that I could do, something in the summer. So she told me about it and I was super interested, but really quickly I realized, when are my parents ever gonna gonna let me do something like this. If you guys have Hispanic parents like mine, they can be very strict, and you know, they don't want to let you out of their sight like that, especially in a different country that you've never been to, that you might not even speak their language and all this stuff. So I quickly, I'm like, yeah, like why bother asking? Like there's just no way. And then I just got caught up with other things, and I just like completely just put it to the side. I was so bummed out at this point, and towards the end of the year, even though you guys don't see it in my videos, I was a little bit sad for lots of reasons, but I just felt really anxious even doing like the most simplest things. Now we're like in December, it's like the end of the semester, and I was with my friend, we were in the cafeteria, and I see these little flyers on the table, and it's that same group that my friend was in called Isaac. And so I read the flyer. It said apply to one of these South American countries by this day and you get $100 off the admission fee and all this stuff. I don't know why, you guys, but I was so compelled, and I got that little flyer, and immediately when I went home, I went online and I applied, and I didn't ask for my parents' permission. I just literally told myself, Giselle, you have to do this for yourself. When am I ever gonna get another chance to study abroad and go to a different country for a pretty long period of time where it's actually affordable? Because when I graduate, I'll be working, and when am I ever really gonna get like a whole month off unless I take advantage now while I'm in school and I still have the time? And it's also way more affordable through the program, and the school is sending you everything. Like, couldn't be a better opportunity. I texted my friend and I'm like, hey, I'm super interested, I'm gonna sign up. And she told me some of the ones that she applied to, because she's just like in the same boat as me. She's never like gone anywhere. We're almost graduating soon. She wished she would have known about these things sooner. I applied to 2 places. I don't know why, I was just really attracted to Brazil, and they had like 2 different cities, and I ended up applying to an internship in Fortaleza, Brazil, and I'll put a little clip. It's beautiful, you guys. It's like by the beach. I applied to this internship that fits perfectly with what I'm doing right now with my business degree, and it counts towards the requirement of me graduating, and it's through a school organization. It's a national recognized group, and I'm like, I think I can convince my parents, and I applied without saying anything, and this deadline was in 3 days. So once you get accepted, you have those 3 days to really confirm that you're going. So I applied and I got accepted. I think I can convince my parents, but I was terrified to tell them, and the fact that I already like applied without even really letting them know, this is gonna be hard, but I like felt it in me. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. And the only thing that was left is confirming and signing the contract. And so, okay, this is it. Like, I have to tell my parents, because the deadline is literally tomorrow, and I have to pay the fee as well tomorrow. So I told my mom, and let's just say that did not go well at all, because 1, I didn't tell them anything about it, and I went ahead and applied without asking them. And of course, like any other parent, she's worried about like the crime and danger, and I'm gonna be by myself, and where am I gonna be staying, and like all those things are super valid, and I'm terrified as well. Like, I don't really know how everything works yet either. So yeah, that conversation did not go very well at all. I was very upset, and I felt so defeated, and I was like crying. I came out of that conversation like in tears, and I go like stomping into my room. I open up my laptop and I clicked accept. I'm like contractually obligated to go now. I'm telling you guys, like, I felt it, and I am going. No matter what, I am going. Not as in like I'm gonna go whether they want it or not, but as in like I knew they would come around. And so I talked with my dad, and my dad was a lot more cool about me going with it, because he saw where I was coming from. He like realized like, yes, like I wish I would have had those opportunities when I was younger, when I was your age. And now I'm gonna tell you guys like the real reason why I'm doing this. Although yes, it's awesome to do this internship and you're helping people. It's like a non-profit sort of organization that you're working for, and you're doing like social work that's gonna make a difference, and you get to go to a different country, and you get to stay there for a whole month and a half, and you get to like indulge in all of their foods and the culture and the beaches, because there's a beach right there, and everything sounds amazing. But one of the biggest reasons that I was doing it was for myself, because I'm a very anxious person, and I'm very timid, and when I'm scared to do something, I don't like asking for help. It had gotten so bad back in like the end of the year last year. It had gotten so bad where like I couldn't even make like a simple phone call, and I'm like, what is wrong? Like, I need something to help me with this. And I just knew that this opportunity, going to a different country, going to a country that you don't speak their language, that you don't really know what's going on, you need to get out of your comfort zone and you need to ask for help. You need to ask for directions. And that's something that I've always struggled with my whole life. I can be very insecure and like in my own little bubble, and I really want to break that shell. And over the months, I've really been working at it, and I'm trying to, if something scares me, do it, like go for it. If I don't want to do something, that's when I'm like, no, if I don't want to do it, it's for a reason. That means I should definitely do it. So I knew like this is the perfect opportunity. I would be doing this on my own. I would be going on a plane by myself. I've never done that before. I've been on a plane once, like 10 years ago. I know that when I come back, I'm gonna see things differently and I'm gonna have a different perspective on things, because whenever I do something different and something new that scares me, it always happens. I feel like this is the best thing I could do for myself. And if you're like me, I think you understand where I'm coming from and what I'm trying to say, that I really needed to push myself and do this because the opportunity was there, and just become more confident with myself, because I can really struggle with that. And I know being in a different country, working with these different people and people from all over the world, because different people come here to do this internship as well, like it's something that I would have never, like, that I would just be too scared to do. I'm really glad that my parents came around. We had a long conversation and I told them like, I really want to do this for myself. Like, I'll pay for everything. Like, you don't have to worry about anything. I'll save up the money. I'll do everything. Just please let me go. At the end, they did let me. That's the biggest reason why I wanted to do it. Besides, like, yes, the experience will probably be amazing, and yes, I'll get the internship that's required for my school, and I'll be helping people over there. Like, everything sounds just amazing, and I just want to be better. I want to be a better person. I'm gonna be going in the summer. It's gonna be around June time, and I want to record everything, you guys, because like this is literally so insane for me. I've never done anything like this. I've never gone anywhere by myself. I've never been on a plane by myself. I literally don't know anything. So I want to take you guys along with me and like show you guys like how I'm preparing and what I'm bringing, like what's in my suitcase for Brazil, or like what I'm eating in Brazil, or what I'm doing. I just really want to break that shell, and I've been working on it every day, like in my regular life. But I feel like this is a really big like little leap that will help me for sure. So yeah, that's my little story of how everything came to be. It's for a month and a half. Everything is a lot more safer than just like going by yourself. Like, it is through the school. You will be with other students and you have people to be helping you and guiding you through the way. And stay with the host family. I don't like, just even thinking about that makes me so anxious. Like, staying with strangers feels like a movie to me, because this is what I see in movies, and I never thought like this is like what people do in real life. I did like my own little budget, and I'm trying to save up about $2,500, which doesn't sound like a lot for like a month and a half trip in a different country, but the housing is included in that $400 fees that I already paid. I think the most expensive thing right now will be like the plane tickets. It's gonna be at least like $1,000. If you want to support me, I'll have my store down below. It's called Giselle.com, and I have like little t-shirts and things. Like, literally everything that I'm making will be going towards this trip and towards my tuition for the next semester, and also my car payments. If you want to support me, I'll have like my POSHMARK and all of that. Literally all the funds will be going to school things and my Brazil trip. So Giselle's little fundraiser. I want to do a video about self-confidence soon, but I have struggled my whole life with self-confidence. I know exactly who I am. I love who I am, and I love what I stand for, and I love the person that I am and the things that I have to offer, but I just lack self-confidence, as in I sometimes don't believe in myself, or I'm too scared to do things, or I feel like I'm gonna be rejected, or I'm not good enough for things. And that's something that I work on every day. I really am proud of myself that I'm doing this, and yeah, so I'm excited to take you guys along in this journey of mine. And if you're in the same boat as me, if you want to do something like me, I'll put the name of the organization down below. Most colleges have an Isaac group in their college, so I would say look into that. I'm gonna try and take you guys along with me through this whole little journey. We still have a few months before it happens, but I mean, I know time is gonna fly. It might not be super crazy if you travel all the time, but for me this is like crazy, especially because I'm doing it on my own. The furthest I've gone on my own is like the Walmart down the street, you know, like I'm super excited. Give this video a thumbs up if you're excited, and let me know like any ideas for videos that you want to see about Brazil. And don't forget to check out all my stores down below, because your girl needs it. Subscribe if you're new here, and if you want to follow my journey. Let me know what you guys think. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys really soon. Bye!